as we make decisions for the best of our county.
This is a public hearing. We're gonna give you a chance to voice your opinion. If your name is not on this list, you can't talk. If you have any questions, see your representative that represents you. We're gonna open this public hearing with Mr. John W. Cochran. If you would come forward.
I'm speaking to y'all tonight because, just like most people here, y'all talk about your budget, you need money. Y'all haven't discussed how you gonna cut your budget. Y'all ain't talking about saving money. You just want to implement a fee. This road fee is not right. We already pay road fees to the state. I understand the county has roads they have to maintain. We've maintained them all these years and it's not been a problem. You want to tax, or more or less add this fee to motorized vehicles? There's plenty of Hispanics riding through here, living here, working here. Those tags are not from even this state. Probably the ones that are from the state are not from this county, so they're not going to be affected either. Why can't y'all cut the budget instead of adding a fee? Log trucks, they're a problem. We have no log industry here. Why not make them get a permit before they even cut a tract of timber? That's easily done. If you catch them cutting and they hauling and they ain't got a permit, fine them. That's what DOT does. There's a lot of solutions to this county's problems without adding a fee. And I think y'all can find it. You just have to sit down and figure it out. And that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you, Mr. Cochran. Next we'll have Ms. Rose Ross Starn.
I wanted to come and speak to y'all as well about this fee. This is not right, and there's ways around it. A lot of folks are doing it. They are going into other counties, other states, getting tags, so they won't have to deal with y'all's fees. And there's going to be a lot more of it when y'all start implementing that fee to everybody. You got people that's on fixed incomes in these districts, and in my district, there's a lot of elderly people in that district. And this is not right that these people are having this fee. They're already paying the taxes. These roads, nobody hardly in this area runs these roads. You see log trucks, you see the poultry trucks coming up and down those roads that y'all are trying to maintain. That is where your fee should be coming from. Not from the county and not from these people in this county. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir. Next we'll have Mr. Ackerson.
Evening. Thank you for the opportunity to address y'all this evening. I've read the complete ordinance, the ordinance beyond what's on the agenda, and there's a lot of information in there that I don't think the general public has. I'm going to try to cover a little bit of it. First of all, it's disappointing for me to read in the draft of the ordinance that the council's been forced to use contingency funds to balance the budget for the past few years. I've been advocating for more than a few years that the council should be telling department heads the funds that are expected to be available to run the department, rather than the department heads asking for what they would like to have, and then the council agonizing over where to find the money. The easy solution, well, maybe the only solution in the past, has been to balance the budget using the fund balance. Bye-bye contingency fund, it's gone now. The findings of fact, which have to be listed with ordinances, are in fact, in this case, superfluous. I see no mention of the working together of the County Transportation Committee and the County Roads and Bridges. It's my understanding that a net amount of approximately $800,000 is available to the county for use in repair and improvement of Saluda County roads, and that a considerable portion of this money is used to provide materials for Roads and Bridges Department. And none of this money comes from property taxes. And it's certainly worth mentioning that the Roads and Bridges budget includes all maintenance and repair on county-owned vehicles and equipment. If you wish to help balance the budget by imposing additional taxes, just man up and say so. It matters not how much you tax. It matters most that any increase is a burden on those who pay. If my personal income goes down, I have to reduce my outgo. If my taxes go up, I have to cut back on my discretionary spending. Anytime you increase taxes and fees, there are going to be unintended consequences. Saluda County must face up to the fact that pine trees and cow pastures are not going to increase the tax base or solve our present and pressing budget problem. The council needs to accept responsibility and balance the present budget by reducing expenses to match available income. Any new fees should be used to replenish the contingency fund. Lastly, I would suggest that you all consider seriously changing your form of government. You can find out how to do that in Chapter 9, Article 1 of the South Carolina Code of Laws. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, we'll have Carolyn Dorn.
Thank you. Gentlemen, this tax, the people that's gonna pay this tax will be subsidizing loggers, Amick Farms, Columbia Farms, Doolittle Logging, and they're not gonna spend a dime. They don't have any vehicles. Columbia Farms, all the Amicks, they ran all their vehicles. We're gonna be subsidizing a plant that's making $50–60 million a year profit. Now that's a lot of money, folks. And you expecting these people here, me and these people, to pay that, to fund them and to keep up the roads for them? I don't think that's right, and I don't think y'all do either. Mr. Jones, Butler, you said a couple weeks ago that people in Saluda County just got hysterical about paying taxes. I think you're wrong there. But what they do get hysterical about is not seeing their money spent wisely. Now that is our problem, not with y'all. Now some of you are on here less than a year. I don't have a problem with y'all. But anybody that's been on here for over 3 years, there's a problem. So y'all need to cut, and you can start in the courthouse. You can go through several of the departments, and you can cut a lot of money out. But until y'all do that, you shouldn't even be talking about raising taxes on people. Thank you.
We'll have Tracy Minnie.
Council members, myself and other Saluda County citizens ask you to please vote no for these proposed vehicle fees. Some questions and concerns that has been brought to my attention: if these fees are passed, will the citizens receive separate bills for the fees, or will they be added to the current vehicle property tax notices? Have any of y'all researched to find out these answers? Can the citizens refuse to pay these fees? And if they do, what will be their recourse? It is our understanding that the treasurer cannot take partial payments. So if any of the citizens don't want to pay the fees, Will their driver's license be suspended for non-payment? Is it legal for y'all to add these fees to the current vehicle property tax notices, or do you have to send out a separate bill? What county checking account are these fees going to be deposited into? Is it going to be the general account, the reserve account, or the contingency account? Some other concerns that relate to this: if our county has a $1.9 million deficit, have each one of you, because y'all have made votes in the past, some of you are new, and we understand that, have you looked at the comparisons of the budgets over a period of time? And to see that each department where the differences in spending has increased. Pulling budgets together and looking at only 3 departments over the last 5 years, 2 departments had substantial salary and wage increases. One of those departments had a $43,000 increase. The other one had a $58,000 increase over 5 years. Were new positions created for these type increases, or did current positions get these type payroll increases? This is way more than any 2% cost of living raise. Travel expenses in the budget report, and these are just a few to mention. This isn't going through all of them. Travel expenses for most departments look like they maybe range from $2,000 to $5,000, while one department has a $17,000 travel expense. Why do we have these type expenses? Have you, each of you, looked to see where some of these cuts can be made instead of adding these fees to us? Why is the county spending $70,000 to renovate the old Piedmont Tech portable classrooms? What are they going to be used for? Was that money in the budget that's been presented? If it is, where is it at in the budget? Why does the county replace county vehicles that's paid for and not having any problems and replace them with vehicles with payments? That doesn't look like we're saving money. Is this rumors or truth? Where in the budget did the county show that they had the funds for the $22,000 truck that was recently purchased to use for K-9s? More rumors or truth? Where in the budget did the county show the monies to buy a new ambulance with a cost of approximately $175,000 to $200,000? Or if it's equipped with new equipment, could range between $200,000 to $250,000. Is it true that the new ambulance has already been ordered? And if it has, what account is the money's going to come from to pay for it? Did we need this ambulance? Or is it going to replace an existing unit that's giving problems? Are you council members doing the research before you vote and make decisions about the spending of the monies of Saluda County? Are these wise decisions, and are they in the best interest of the county? Are all of these spending habits that we seem to have as a county, are most of them needs or are they wants? Thank you.
Thank you. Next we'll have Miss Barbara Jones.
Well, I know probably most people didn't read the full ordinance, which I went and got a copy. I understand some of it I didn't. And like they say, there are a lot of things that need to be answered. And it seems like accountability and is the number one thing. Is in the past and why we are so much in debt. This $2 million is being in question. I wonder how many in here know Farrow Road? How many know Farrow Road? Just one? Just one person knows Farrow Road? You do? And, well, What I wanna know is every individual that owns a vehicle in Saluda County will pay this tax? Is it every individual that owns a vehicle will pay this $25, lives in this county? Or is it just the ones on the dirt roads?
I'm gonna answer your question.
This road that I live on, it, is a dead end. Every vehicle goes down, has to come back out. And it was allowed that a Jones's chicken farm was put down there at the end. So all these trucks that go in there have to come back out. And then there is a hunting truck, which on a daily basis, during hunting season, even not hunting season, I have vehicles in and out, day and night. And that road, my grandfather kept it up as long as he lived, with a shelter. And it was kept up better than it is now. I have to call constantly to get the holes filled up. My car, the tires and it stays out of alignment because of all this. The state roads will reimburse you for alignment and tires and stuff. Are y'all gonna start reimbursing people for that if you don't keep up the roads? And I've almost been hit 3 or 4 times recently even. The vehicles coming into my road because you can't see around the curve. The grass is so high in the ditch. These trucks coming in and out, I've been looking for some kids to get killed on 3-wheelers. But it's a lot to be done to the roads, true. But I think there are a lot of people that use these roads out of the county, like this hunting club. I don't think any of these men live in this county. Not a one of them. And I think that Amix and Columbia Farms should be held accountable for these roads too. I know there's a road near my sister. There's all that dirt road through there. It's the Clary Farm. I mean, it has to be kept up. I think there were a few others on that. I think some of the others touched base on some of it. That's pretty well we touched on most of it. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Thank you. We'll close the public hearing and we'll go into old business. I'm going to entertain a motion for second reading on ordinance number 09-19, an ordinance to establish a uniform service charge for motorized vehicle users off the county roads of Saluda County, South Carolina. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. I call for a vote. District 2, how do you vote?
Yes.
District 3?
No.
District 4?
Yes.
And I, as vice chairman, vote yes. Motion carried. I would like to entertain a motion for the county to close down at 1 o'clock Friday for the ball game. Listen, this is not on the agenda.
Mr. Chairman, you got a motion to adjourn on the table.
Yes.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? District 2, how do you vote?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
And I, as Vice Chairman, vote yes.